Group B action here at the World Games 2025 in Chengdu. Japan and Italy. Fans have been around all day, watching, waiting, and being excited about their teams. Let's take a look at the standings here in Group B. Mexico on top, Great Britain 2 wins and a loss, and here, this final one could go for a winner between Japan and Italy, for both teams earning their first wins. As the teams make their way onto the field, Italy in all white on your right, Japan with the red tops on the left.
And it is Japan, ranked third in the world, arriving under new leadership and a new head coach of Takuro Ikawa, taking this team to the World Games. They are ranked third in the world after that success in the World Championships in Finland. They also had continental success. They are the reigning Asia Oceania champions. So many recent world podiums. Japan on a run. They want to go deep in this tournament. Italy, on the other hand, they are seasoned European team, battle ready from their clashes earlier in the tournament, but they've had no wins, and they really, I think, have a chip on their shoulder coming into this match. Their final opportunity to get a green, a W in the win column would really help them. So if you remember the World Championships in Finland, you remember this Japanese side. They are fast, they play with precision, a lot of trick plays, double quarterback moves. Almost every player is trained to throw the ball. A lot of them can play quarterback. Italy, on the other hand, they have their veteran quarterback, Scroy, leading the team. She was just 17 when she played at her very first European Championship. She returns with such deep experience and leadership to this side. Here's how Italy will line up. As I mentioned, Carolina Maria Scroy, number 11, is their conductor of the offense, the quarterback. Number 99, Giada Zocca, is a player you've highlighted time and again.
Well, she's a favorite of the quarterback. Scroy goes to her seemingly on every single play at least once. So you'll see a lot of Zocca here in this game for sure for Italy.
Coached by Minardi Tommaso, also in his first year, took over from Katie Sowers, the previous coach, a veteran of the sport, a name synonymous with flag football. Here's the starting lineup for Japan. Their quarterback, Yurika Omi, wears number 7. She is also, apologies, she's their best receiver. Their number 10 is the quarterback, but it's Omi who's been starring on offense. Touchdown, time and again, always finds herself in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of other players on this team that have been very good as well. Tomoyo Yagi, Mo Miyake, Yuki Sato, all have played big parts, integral parts in Japan in its first 2 matches.
So these are Italy's past results against Great Britain and Mexico. They fell, looking for their first win of the tournament. Japan, meanwhile, similar position. 2 losses on their score sheet. You'll notice they got a few more points, 24 scored in both. And against Mexico, that is a nice day out. So look to Japan for maybe having the edge offensively. Italy, a lot of experience though with their quarterback, and defensively they've been strong. We see the quarterbacks move out onto the field. That's Scroy wearing number 11 next to her co-captain, Chiara Peroni, for Italy. It's Yuki Sato and Yurika Omi for Japan in the captain's position to do the toss.
Well, it is. The team Japan will be the home team. So Italian when we choose the coin. So this will be the tails. This will be the tails. Okay, this will be the head. This will be the head. So which one we choose? Head. So it gotta be the tails. Italian choose head. Oh, that'll be tails. That'll be tails. So you can choose offense or defense. Oh, you gotta be offense. So which side do you want to choose? On this to this. Okay. Japan win the coin toss. Offense first half. Yes, again. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting decision there by Yurika Omi, their captain, choosing to go offensively first. We don't see that too often.
You almost never see it where a team electing to take the ball on the offensive drive. You know what? Maybe for Japan, this is a little bit of a different mindset going in, where if we can take it to them and score early, this could put us on the front foot here moving forward for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. I think they want to go in aggressively. They have the support of their head coach. They back themselves, Japan. Pretty young team. Chihiro Iwata, their number 10, their quarterback. She's still in college, plays at Kansas Wesleyan, is a scholarship student in the USA. And they face off against the defense of Italy first. There's Iwata on screen. The crowd builds, temperature rises, and the pressure falls to Chihiro Iwata, taking the offensive first. They choose to drive down the field, and they back themselves to do so. They want to get into the end zone early and then maintain the lead. Happy Chinese fans of Chengdu. And the Japanese, well, they brought their own cheer squad. Reigning Asia Oceania champions have a lot to be confident about.
Both teams getting ready to get things going here. Italy looking to dial it in. A win for either team would do wonders here moving forward.
Really helps them.
Yeah.
Whichever team loses, they're going to the bottom of this table. That means they face the top ranked position on the other group for the quarterfinals. Game on. Japan plays Italy, a must-win situation for both teams. First play moves the sticks to the 15. A nice run after some trickery by Tomoyo Yagi.
Yeah, Tomoyo Yagi, they're trying to get aggressive right away. Didn't need to throw it, get on the run, maybe hope to catch Italy sleeping a little bit on their heels. Pretty decent gain for Yagi.
Second down now. Japan, 8 yards to halfway. Halfway gets them a first down, but they want to go all the way instead. In one fell swoop, Chihiro Iwata sends it long to Nakahara for 6.
Wow. Iwata stood there, and we've watched her play and know how good she's able to get this ball off in such quick precision and so precise every single time she throws it. She knew exactly where this ball was going right away. Looked downfield, had a receiver wide open, and all Nakahara had to do was just run straight, put her arms out, and that's exactly where the ball went.
That is pinpoint accuracy, dropped right into the breadbasket for Nakahara. Now they've got an opportunity to go for one. The point after touchdown is good, and it's a fast start for Japan.
So I guess them electing to take the ball was a good idea to start this game.
Nakahara puts an exclamation mark on the touchdown with this. And it's up to Italy to respond now.
Yeah, great movement by Japan. Always everybody moving, different types of motions.
Here's Scroy for the first time in the match. Short yard gain, a check down to Germanetti. Nice way to start things off.
Yeah, Yuki Sato with the flag there. She's kind of limping a little bit, maybe a little bit of a Charlie horse Sato gave her when she grabbed the flag.
Zoka at the snapping position in center. Look for her to have an impact on this game as we progress. Monica Pastori progresses the sticks this time. They get to within 10 of the first down.
Scroy, better start for her than it was last game. Able to go and get a completion early. Took her a while to finally get her first completion in their last game.
Maria Carolina Scroy sends that one wide, but there's a penalty marker on the play. It looks like Germanetti got caught up with the defense.
Ball. Fourth down.
So the penalty marker probably picked up. Anyway, it's fourth down. Germanetti couldn't get the reception to move. So they've got 7 to go to halfway. That earns them a fresh set of downs. They want to score to reply to Japan's fast start. That's going to help. A fresh set of downs with a reception by Zoka.
That's a great strike. Zoka able to grab the ball there. Scroy. Scroy able to find Zoka.
Here's Scroy. First down and another completion to Germanetti, the 20-year-old emerging talent on the team who joined the senior roster after remarkable junior performances and played in those Finland championships last year.
Scroy been putting a couple drives together here for a couple series at least.
Scroy comes under center, drops back to pass, a couple of steps drop back and earns her way through to Zoka. They are moving the chains now, Italy.
It looks good doing it. Short yardage, short gains, but they're moving and they're not moving backwards, and that's the positive.
Everyone looks at the quarterback's playbook. Maybe the play call is too confusing. They want to look at the map, and they do so. Scroy finds a way through. Map was good, route was good, but the defense was better. An important stop for Japan.
Yeah, and Japan came to play here, being very aggressive on defense, not letting Italy really get anything. There might have been a penalty call there. Unless that was one from earlier, but nevertheless, Italy has the ball, fourth down.
Fourth down, cries of defense from the Japanese fans. Double quarterback move. They go back to Scroy. It's over the head of Scroy. Alice Fimiani tried to send it back to her QB1, and a missed throw sends the offense off the field.
See, this is where you want to see Italy be able just to make simple plays. And the unfortunate part is they're not able to, and it's too many mental mistakes. And that's going to cost you in these types of games.
Japan lead 7-0 as Iwata takes the field again. Double quarterback play. This time works out for a short yardage gain. They get to the 15.
Tomoyo Yagi trying to weave her way through the defense as she did on the very first play of the game.
Second down, Iwata. Oh, it goes to the other quarterback, but it's dropped. Nakahara not on the same page with the snapper. Just arrived a little too early, the ball behind her.
She just bobbled it. Went right in her hands, and she was thinking to adjust the ball before she got it, get rid of it. Fortunately, didn't have it.
Third down now for Iwata. Show what she's got under pressure. It's an easy reception, but it's not quite enough yards. Nakahara gets to the 20. They're 5 yards out from first down.
Yeah, Iwata over to Nakahara. Nakahara just running across the side. Almost got her shorts there, grabbing the flag.
Iwata drops back to throw. Receivers split, and they get there. The first down, good through Eureka Omi.
These open spots are just sitting there for Japan, right in the middle of the football field. And if they keep sitting there in the middle or across or any sort of short routes, Iwata's going to make Italy pay. They're too good of it. They're too good of a team for them to go and do that. As we enter the cooling break now, chance for both teams to go over a few things. Meanwhile, while getting a drink of water, because it is still very, very hot here out in Chengdu.
Io non rischierei così tanto.
Italy returned from the cooling break first. They're keen to get things going, and Japan feeling cool as cucumbers by the looks of things. They elected to play offense first, and it's worked out on the first drive. Here, Chihiro Iwata seeking to double down. Hands up for the rush. Iwata straight down the guts. Nakahara's there. I mean, a great game so far, Nakahara.
Iwata to Nakahara. It's a combination that we've seen very early on in here in the first almost 9 minutes of the first half.
Looks like some confusion with the play call. Head coach of Japan giving his players authority to make calls at the line of scrimmage. Second down, double quarterback handoff. Confuses the defense and works out for a score. Eureka Omi in the end zone. She finds gold.
They look confused, but when the play started, there was absolutely no confusion as to what Japan wanted to do. Left-handed quarterback there as well is number 22 for Japan, Tomoyo Yagi.
So Tomoyo Yagi was their preferred quarterback previously. The left-hander really plays tricks on the defense, but it was Chihiro Iwata who stormed through and became their QB1 after all of the practice she's been getting at Wesleyan in Kansas. Long ball deep, secures the extra point. Again, it's Tomoyo Yagi.
This is just excellent, excellent, excellent football from Japan on all ends of the football field, both offense and defense. They're clicking on offense, playing really stingy defense, not really giving Italy much at all. Looking like a team, like you mentioned, very highly ranked in the world.
Back into live action and dirty laundry all over the field. Those are penalty markers thrown at the spot of the foul. I reckon it's going to be on defense for the heavy contact
Illegal
on Zoka.
contact. Offense, 99.
I stand corrected.
Half the distance to the goal. Also lose down. Second down.
Zoka bullying her way through and just a little too hot on the contact.
Yeah, it's an interesting one here. I mean, she gets the ball, turns.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a flag.
She turns into the defender who is just holding her ground, and you're allowed to hold your ground. It's on the moving player to move out of the way for those standing still.
Yeah, Momiyaki taking the worst of that from Zoka.
Yeah, flattened. That brings up third down here for Italy. They're still 12 yards out. Maria Carolina Scuroi on third down. Straight down the middle and wide open is Germanetti. Tries to inch forward for the first down. She stopped short, 1 yard to the line of gain.
Yeah, Margarita Germanetti finding herself open here. Little soft spot in the midfield. Gets the ball. Unfortunately, not able to get past midfield there. It's just the awareness that you want Italy to play with, knowing where you are. I understand they won't stop there and they're right here, but maybe be able to get it over the line.
Motion in the backfield to confuse the defense, but it's a beautiful play by the defense this time. Asahi Kanatani with an important stop for Japan.
Now I know essentially that stopping before that halfway point is a good thing to get that extra down, but you're really running the risk of not converting, and that's exactly what happened here for Italy. They weren't able to convert on fourth down. Mad that there's no flags being called. Alice Famani wanted a flag called on something. Unfortunately now a turnover on down, and Japan's probably going to go back to work again. They're operating at a very high level right now, hoping to all get on the same page. Oh, they must be feeling good about themselves right now here.
Yeah, well-oiled machine. That's a well-oiled high 10 through the team, as all 5 of them collect hands. And Chihiro Iwata looks to collect the hands of a receiver. She does so! What a catch by Tomoyo Yagi.
And what a throw by Iwata. Stepping into this one from deep in her own end zone. Oh my goodness, and that catch obviously remarkable by Tomoyo Yagi. Getting that 1 foot, the concentration, the ball's coming over her left shoulder. Oh wow, what a catch.
Sun in the eyes, whistles the head around right on time, and live action now, an opportunity to score for Eureka Omi.
A little bit of trickery there. Fortunately, it didn't go as planned, a gain of only a couple of yards. But that throw by Iwata, that was some special stuff. You don't get to see that too often here. You have to appreciate it when you do.
Absolutely. Wow. The world is saying as they watch this quarterback go to work. Bronze medalist in the World Championship. Scholarship player. The future of Japan and their LA 2028 hopes. Opportunity to score, wide open in the end zone. But no good because she didn't get her feet in, Momiyaki.
Yeah, unfortunately for Momiyagi, not able to get her feet in. It's a great throw. Momiyagi with the yellow gloves.
Look at the torque on that ball.
Yeah, no, just out of bounds there. Right foot stepped on the line. Everyone thought that was in for a score.
Third down, Japan. Still trying to convert this offensive drive. This time it's batted away. Julia Corner gets to the quarterback.
It's a great defensive play by Julia Corner. Coming in, making herself look really big, getting her hands in the way of the quarterback, knocking the ball down, saving a potential touchdown.
That's Julia Corner, plays for Lions Bergamo alongside her teammate Chiara Peroni, club mates in club flag football land. 4th down for Japan. Corner is coming. So Iwata looks to the corner. And this time it's broken up. It's the first drive that Japan have not scored on.
Renata Georgiana able to come up big. That was always a very, very, very tough ball, tough route. I mean, when you're feeling as good as you are, if you're Japan, there's only one spot that ball could have been thrown in. Unfortunately, it was a great play by Italy to knock it out of bounds. Quick cooling break here. Cooling break for everybody. Chance to go over some things, obviously, for both coaches as well.
Non sottovalutiamo, ragazzi, safety, andiamo a cannoni. Anche se c'è l'upload, sappiamo che
let's take one more look at Iwata. Again, yeah, just trying to get to the corner there. The height difference, obviously, not in Japan's favor on that one. Out of the cooling break we are. Italy now, back on offense. Zocca at center.
And right behind her is the quarterback, number 11, Scroy, comes in under center. That play is whistled dead.
Of game. Offense, half the distance to go. Still first down.
So they took too long to get the snap off. Scroy under center, changing the play call at the last minute. That hurts Italy. They go back half the distance to the goal, and they'll start 2.5 yards out from their own end zone. Roy. Russia up in her face, and the defense is really good from Japan there. It's Ui Matsu, another quarterback, playing on defense now.
Okay, you know the problem that's happening with Italy right now is they're not moving with any pace. It's a little bit slower. I want to see them move with a little bit of rhythm, a little bit more pace to their game. Japan just all over them defensively. Got to make some quick moves here and just get the ball going.
They cannot get any momentum going, and the delay of game really hurt them as well. Feels like they just can't get the cogs moving. Scroy, that might start things as she finds Zocca her reliable target. Approaching the 2-minute warning, 3rd down for Italy.
Even getting to the line's a little slow here for Italy.
Scroy, right side. Oh, nearly through the hands to the other team. Gee, that would have been a gift for Kanatani, who found herself on the receiving end of a bullet. It slipped through the hands of the Italian side.
Yeah, Italy just all out of sync right now. And Kanatani, oh, she's almost able. If she would have picked that off, she would have been gone right the other way, all the way to the house.
Oh, yeah. It surprised her, I think, and she laughs it off because it was a bit shocking at the time. Nevertheless, brings up 4th down, an opportunity to send Italy's offense off the field. Italy, sideline ball, hip twizzle, but no good. The flag is pulled in time. Japan make the stop. It's Uematsu again playing on defense and making plays.
Yeah, Uematsu coming up, and if you're your play call there is to try and get a little bit longer to earn a first down. You got to throw the ball past the marker. Again, very sluggish from Italy to start this game. Hopefully they can figure it out on offense while their defense goes to work here against Japan.
The team high five to start things off. We're under 2 minutes now, so the clock will tick slowly as tactics come into play. Quarterback under center, lofts the ball long, and hits the head, and it drops dead on the receiver. He can't quite get in the right position, Momiyaki.
Yeah, Carola Bianchelli just got a tip on it in the last second. A little bit of fingertips. Otherwise, that was going house as well. Momiyaki right in the side of the head there. Hopefully she's okay.
Right into the sun, Momiyaki. That's a difficult position to be in. Second down. Iwata showcases some of her skills and footwork. Under pressure, she had to let go of the ball. Italy's happy with that.
I know that play was an incompletion, but Iwata showing her versatility and able to move out of the pocket area as well and shift over to the side and try and extend the play. Fortunately, she wasn't able to find the receiver, but it's good to see the quarterback mobility there as well.
And it's often when they're running right out of the pocket that way that the ball is going to sail further to the right than you expect, given your body momentum. Got to account for that. Double quarterback move. And it's continuing through Yagi. Yagi runs down the sideline and gets to the 20.
Tomoyo Yagi is having herself a pretty decent first half here. Able to escape and evade traffic. Japan on fourth down now. Big defensive opportunity here for Italy.
So after Japan's defense were able to stop Italy's offense, it's the Italian defense that want to make a stand. Iwata says no thank you. We continue the drive. And who else but Eureka Omi to continue it.
Iwata to Omi. Talk about connection that these two have. Knew exactly where she was going to be, knew exactly the situation that was, extending the drive. Getting that all important first down.
Iwata, as the sun beats down on Chengdu, you can feel the heat, the pressure on this quarterback. Double quarterback move. The tricks come out of the bag for Japan. Gets them to the 10. As Tomoyo Yagi showcases her skills.
Yeah, you have to smile a little bit if you're Japan because everything seems to be going so well for you. Little trick play there. Tried to work it around and back cut in the middle. Italy equal to the cast and able to grab the flag early.
Iwata moves under center now. Iwata to the sideline. It's a catch by Omi. They continue to move the sticks just bit by bit, now within 5 of the end zone.
Omi laughing. Didn't think she'd expected to maybe be tackled there on that play.
Japan will take an important timeout at the end of that play with 9 seconds on the clock. They really want to make this count, and they would love to score on this drive. So the fans are building here in Chengdu as they watch this up-and-coming Japanese side, the Asia Oceania champions, bring it to the European stars of Italy. Double quarterback move. Iwata to the end zone. Italy get a stop. It's Biancelli, the defiant, in the end zone. That brings up 4th down. One more opportunity for Japan.
Yeah, Italy equal to the task here as Iwata tries to get in the back of the end zone. There's a little bit of trickery there, but good for Italy to be able to stand its ground in the final seconds here of the first half and not just give up and concede because it is so late. Great for Italy there. Still 5 seconds left. Japan on the ball, 4th down.
So it's this play or nothing before halftime. Iwata, decisive in the huddle. Looks like a timeout is going to be taken again. Japan need more time.
I think Japan saw what Italy was showing defensively, decided to call another quick timeout.
That's tactical. They wanted the defense to show their cards, and now Japan can figure out how to respond.
A lot of tactics here involved, especially late in games.
Slight confusion on the play call in the Japanese huddle. They seem to have decided on something, a group decision.
The last time they had confusion, it worked out really well.
Iwata on the last line of the first half. Oh my goodness, she gets there. It's Miyake for a touchdown, Japan.
And you know the interesting part is they tried to run this exact play before, and Iwata overthrew Miyake. This time, Miyake in the corner of the end zone, able to get that foot in, and Iwata is not going to make that overthrow 2 times in a row. It was the same defender, same play. This time they cash in on it.
High elbow, snap of the wrist, delivers a beautiful package to Miyake in the back of the end zone. The way Iwata throws, you can see she's been coached by those American coaches in the US at college. Here's the opportunity to put an exclamation mark on it. 1 point on offer, that one a little too long. It's Miyake who hits the pylon as she falls out of bounds, and we finish this half with Japan in the lead.
Yeah, he's trying to get the ball to the end zone. She had a little bit too much power on it, too much height. Had the right play, had the player right there. Could have just floated that one in. Instead tried to zip it in there. Miyake, unfortunately, not able to come up with it.
She comes up with most catches, Miyake. She's quite the magician in the air. That one a little too far in the air for her to handle. But Japan should be really proud of the half they've just put together. An impressive first drive when they came out on offense after winning the toss, and they continued to be aggressive against Italy. And that aggression is working out for Japan. At halftime, it's Japan 20, Italy 0. Let's take a look at the biggest moments from the first half. It was the Iwata show early
This
as
throw.
they elected to go early on offense. It was her throwing that set them apart.
Well, this throw was ridiculous. Stepping into it, you mentioned her being coached by American coaches, and you can definitely see that in the way that she gets the ball and gets power through the ball. I love this play. It was a little bit of trickery.
able to hand off to Tomoyo Yagi, their second quarterback, a left-hander. Presents a really different look and trick the defense. They just continued to have their way with Italy. Look at that spiral. The release, Tomoyo Yagi able to collect through the air. Pinpoint accuracy, Tomo Miyaki as well.
The throw that Iwata had to Tomoyaki on the sideline was one of the best throws that we've seen here in these World Games this far. Just brilliant stuff.
Here are the stats. Nothing in the Italy column. Japan, all the points that they could have got on the board. 1 point after touchdown missed, but 3 passing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. It's not a bad first half.
No, not a bad first half at all for Japan. Unfortunately for Italy, just zeros right across the board.
Deve partire carica sul lato del braccio. La 2 dobbiamo lasciare lo spazio. O ci mettiamo dietro, che tanto il campo aperto non vedo perché no, mettiamoci dietro di lei.
So after electing to go on offense, Japan in the first half, they now turn their defense onto the field, and Scroy, the quarterback for Italy, will have a chance to get Italy back into this game. They have nothing on the scoreboard so far, Irfan. They really need to start scoring.
Yeah, furthering that point, they really haven't generated anything on offense either. Been pretty slow. It's unfortunate, because they had shown some promise earlier in this tournament of being able to drive the ball up the field. So you hope they can do that here with 20 minutes left.
Sun going down behind those buildings as well. That poses issues for both quarterbacks. You can be looking across the field, sun getting in your eye, and you might spot a receiver, but all you'll see is a silhouette as you look across the field. That can be dangerous. Hard to read the field in these late afternoon lights. The pioneer of Italian flag football, part of Italy's first national team back in 2011, Scroy, to put some respectability, ability back into this team and into this game. Completion to Pastore for the first play of this second half.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Italy just to string together a couple plays of completions here. Get the ball down the field, don't turn it over. Don't need to force anything. Don't need to go for the home run play.
Scroy. 3 receivers on the left. They're all on that side of the field. She goes right. She's got to evade the rusher and just ditches it to the turf rather than take the sack.
It's a smart play. Get rid of the ball.
Got rid of the ball rather than go backwards. That is what you're evading when you ditch it to the turf in that fashion. Rather take the loss of down and stay exactly where you are on the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up. Rush in the face, goes deep into the air and deep down the field through the hands of Monica Pastore.
You know, it's interesting. One of the times that they look most in sync is one of the hardest plays to make. That's a launching the ball down the field. And Pastori able to collect it, but what a throw. Well, the quarterback there, Stroy.
Got rid of it right on time and puts Italy in a scoring position for the first time in this game. Scroy, again, 3 receivers on the left, 2 in fact. The center got there, but there was no one home. Well covered that time by the blanket Japanese defense.
Yeah, that defense was nice. I think it was number 11 on Japan. Uematsu able to get a fingertip on it, maybe right at the end. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, just able to get a hand on it right at the end. Be able to knock it out of bounds.
Second down. Italy still trying to find their way to the end zone for the first time in the match. Zocca at center. Little pitch pass forward. Gets a couple of yards through the quarterback this time. Scroy moves it up to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of trickery there. Scroy tried to walk into the end zone. Fortunately for her, she leaned right in to the Japanese defender. Easily rips the flag off.
I think that's the flag football version of the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, it has to be. A little pitch out sideways back to the quarterback right in, hoping to get into the end zone.
Third down, this one matters. The play call, they bunch up. Got to go forwards, over the top, but no good. Yuki Sato had it covered.
You know, it was the right idea for Italy to try and bunch up, create some chaos right in the middle. But you look at the Japanese, equal to the task. Everyone knew exactly where they were going, even when they got all bunched up. There wasn't one Italian player open.
In the end, Scroy had to launch a bit of a chaos ball. It came down like a cyclone, and a difficult catch to make for Zocca. So their final try, 4th down, all receivers on the right side, and finally the pitch pass works out. It's Zocca in the end zone, but they're going to discuss it. There's a penalty marker on this play.
You might be on the offense here.
Pass interference by the offense. Try is not good. Turnover.
Oh, that's got to be brutal for Italy. The way that things went for them to get all the way down the field on that drive. Things looking so good. And it's right there, number 8. Second in your screen there. Just a push off. That's an OPI all day. Offensive pass interference. That's a high 25. That's what we're calling that.
That's so true. High 25 for the Japanese offense to start things off. An important stop. Impressive one, too, in tight confines. Japan showing they can do it on defense and offense. Still a shutout for Italy right now.
Yeah, Japan probably no rush to get things going here. They want to play a patient game. They also want to figure out some things that they need to work on, if there are things that they need to work on moving forward.
Second down, Iwata. Showcasing her strength. Launches a missile to the sideline. It's caught, but was she inbounds? No good, says the line judge.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this replay here. Iwata stepped into one. Was a little bit out of bounds there. She might have had the left foot dragging. No, I don't think so. Unlucky there for Japan on that one.
It's a game of inches, football, and there were just a couple of inches of foot in the paint there. You've got to have your whole foot inside on the green. That's why it's useful to wear green shoes sometimes rather than white shoes. Third down, Iwata goes right side, and this time it's inside, inbounds, and they can go all Touchdown, Japan.
Tomoyo Yagi. Remember that name as well here as this tournament goes on. Iwata just floats one over, and unfortunately, the Italian defender not able to get the flag, and Yagi able to walk into the end zone. It was such a soft pass. There was so much finesse on that. She didn't need to put any sort of velocity on it. She knew where her receiver was going to be. She ends up walking right into the end zone, as does Yagi.
Here's the point after touchdown. Iwata rockets it to the back of the end zone. And the hands go up. The try is good. Eureka Omi showing why she's one of the best receivers in the world. At full stretch, brings it down.
Yeah, Iwata didn't need to put any velocity on that, but boy, did she ever. As Omi was in the back corner of the end zone, goes up, gets it, makes sure her feet are still in bounds. Japan just keeps adding to its lead.
A clinical display so far by the offense in red. As we see the offense in white take over. First down taken down at 15. Maria Skroy. As the sun sets in Chengdu, sun falling on their hopes of a higher position for these quarterfinals. Of course, every team goes into the quarterfinals, but these group matches are going to determine where you sit, and the lowest ranked teams play the highest ranked teams earth.
Yeah, it might be a little bit unfortunate for Italy here. Seems as though they might be one of the lower ranked teams.
For the first down, Skroy, it's good. The flag is pulled, but they get 5 yards past that first down marker and a fresh set.
Does go by points as well, so you know, the People's Republic of China also allowing quite a few points. With Japan losing 46-7 this morning earlier probably doesn't help their cause. Sorry, Italy losing to Mexico earlier this morning.
Skroy with 3 receivers in front of her. She has to ditch it, but I think she got sacked in before she got rid of the ball. She did. They'll march it backwards, back behind halfway.
Yeah, she got the ball. The sack came out. Oh, it was simultaneous, but they're going to give that to the defender that took the flag out for sure.
I reckon the flag came out a millisecond before the ball released. Great play by Japan's defense. Eureka Omi playing on defense as well as offense. Here's Skroy. Oncoming traffic. Gets one to a receiver in traffic. That's Alexandra Radislajevic.
Let's put together a couple more passes like that if you're Italy. That has to be the message from the coaching staff. You know, you're down big in the game. You're still not out of it. You still are playing in the quarterfinals. You know, you can't just give up. You got to go and feel good about yourself here in the final 10 minutes of this game and have something to look forward to and build on as you play your biggest game tomorrow.
Italy trying to put something together before the quarterfinals. The runway to quarterfinals in this game. High ball over the top. Can't be brought down on that occasion by Radislajevic, though she's a safe pair of hands on the previous play.
Yeah, Skroy just fired that a little bit too high.
Great jump. Elevation was there.
Yeah, she jumped as high as she possibly could. Got her fingers on the ball. Unfortunately not able to come down with it. Ball a little bit too much zip on it.
Skroy has an option of a second quarterback, goes deep and misses her receiver completely. She was looking for Radislajevic.
Italy just lost on that play.
Ball went behind Radislajevic on 4th down, and that turns things over again. Japan is shut out so far. As we enter into the final 9 minutes of the second half, we're going to take a cooling break. while that unfolds, let's take a look at Tomoyo Yagi, the left-handed second quarterback, doing it as a wide receiver as well. This is the touchdown she scored, off to the races ahead of the defense down the sideline. Just tiptoed inside the paint and managed to evade the flag pull. She's had an incredible game all round, Tomoyo Yagi, wearing number 22 for Japan. Lots to celebrate in this final group stage.
Yeah, they're just having fun. A passing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, a point after the touchdown. The only thing she needs is a rushing touchdown to complete the ones across the board here in this game against Italy.
Iwata for Japan. They use the other quarterback, and it's trickery to start things off. Yuki Sato ends up with the ball in her hands at the 10.
Japan is so good at using its trickery, but then they can also beat you in any other way. So they can get fancy, but they can also beat you straight up with plays down the field.
Second down for Japan. Iwata now under center. You don't see this too often. Has to get rid of the ball quicker because she is closer to the rusher. And Yuki Sato moves the sticks 4 yards.
Just a quick little play. Quick gain of a couple yards. Get out of the trouble zone. Now they can go back to probably being in shotgun formation.
See how they're spending every last second in the huddle that they can on the shot clock. They want to use this time, wind it down without too much effort, knowing they have to play quarterfinals tomorrow. In a tournament like this, you really want to manage your players, and exhaustion in the heat, obviously, it's a tactical move to just play slow here against Italy.
Well, that's just it, and they also don't know what time they're going to play tomorrow either.
Handoff play, double handoff, in fact, ends up with Kana Shimodaira, the wide receiver.
Yeah, you're going to see some players that have been on the bench a little bit for most of this tournament coming and get some action here now.
Fourth down now for Japan. Spending all the time that they can in that huddle. Reading every play that might be an option and determining it. As Shihiro Iwata steps up, they need 2 yards. Iwata jukes the first, goes deep. Yuki Sato through the middle, up the guts. Turned the corner, couldn't get past the final flag pull, but a really nice gain.
Yeah, Iwata just stands back there. You mentioned that they needed 2 or 3 yards to get that first down marker. They got that and some. She's able to lock in. She didn't like what she first saw. Kind of reshuffled things a little bit, waited for her receiver to come across. Goes in, makes a couple moves. And Yuki Sato, a big gain for Japan.
That brings up a new first down for Japan as time ticks down, 6 minutes on the clock. They're using this very wisely. 3 receivers left. They go left laterally, 2 handoffs and a yardage gain of just 2 through Sato.
Quick pickup of a couple of yards. Well, if Japan goes up and eventually does score here, if they do, we're gonna have a running clock for the rest of the game. So they might be up 30 points.
Plenty of time being taken off the clock in every single huddle by Japan. Iwata, motion, instead it goes to the other quarterback. They stop just shy of the end zone. clock continues to tick down. One yard to go on third down. Two opportunities to get it. Shuffle pass forward. The rugby style play. And the hands go up. It's good for a score. Uematsu joins the party.
Yeah, Uematsu comes across from all the way at the top, top right of your screen. Able to get that little shovel pass. Instead of going for the flag, number 3 on Italy went for the ball, pulled the flag out after she was already in the end zone celebrating.
Yeah, Basola had her arms draped all around the Japanese player and just couldn't get a flag. It's now a 30-point game, which means as we approach the 2-minute warning, Japan is going to keep that clock running. No clock stoppages in 2-minute warning when there's this big of a difference. That one falls incomplete, but no matter, it's still 33-0. Now it's the job of the Japanese defense to continue the shutout.
Yeah, unlucky there. Rare miss by Iwata. Kind of knew what she wanted to do, put it right in the corner, threw it a little too low, out of the reach of her target. Final cooling break here.
The Italian offense take the field for maybe the last time in this match. Final group stage match of the tournament in the World Games. We move on to quarterfinals tomorrow. That's going to be thrilling, Earthan.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good football played tomorrow, quarterfinals, and then on to the semifinals later in the day.
Soccer snapping to Swoy.
Lots of flag football left to be had here at the World Games 2025 in Chengdu.
We go quarterfinals tomorrow, then it's semifinals, and then the final day we will see medalists, bronze medal match, and then the gold medal match to finish things off. Scroy down the middle, gets to the 25 yards to the halfway mark. And what I've loved about this tournament so far, Irf, is just the standard of all of the games. None of the games have been blowouts. This is the first real blowout we have seen. Italy moving down the field. They get the first down now. Playing for pride. Germanetti secures the catch, and the clock continues to run.
Well, they're playing for pride. They're playing a little quicker now. A little bit more loose, a little bit more free-spirited. And I think this is what's working well for them.
That's so true. Maybe some backyard football couldn't hurt in this situation. Scroy directing traffic in the face of the rush, sends it downfield, straight down the middle. Germanetti moves the chains again. They might still score, Italy.
Good for Germanetti. Be able to come up with a big catch. And Scroy for sitting there, dialing it in. You know, when the scoreline is the way it is, sometimes it's very easy to lose sight on the game itself. But good for her, veteran. She mentioned, been with the Italian flag football program for quite some time. Everyone helping get that flag back in the right spot.
The snap, too quick for most of the Japanese defense, but they do stop the run really close to the end zone. Zoka nearly got in for 6.
Yeah, Zoka, one quick move Got about 2 yards left.
Scroy under center, shovel pass forward. Zocca's there. She secures the catch. And the hands go up from the white cap referee. It's a touchdown for Italy.
It's got to feel good if you're Italy to be able to finally get one on the board. You know, it's gone all game. Your offense not really able to generate much. But here in the end, you know, you're going to feel good about yourself heading into the quarterfinals. And that's a hugely important thing, that you're able to know in the back of your minds that, you know, we still have this. We can still score at this level.
Point after touchdown coming. It's no good, batted away. But there is a yellow penalty marker in the back of the end zone. We'll wait to hear what the referees have to say about that.
Pass interference by the offense. The penalty will be declined. Turnover.
Well, no one likes to finish a game with 0 on their scoreboard. So Italy get 6. They cannot get the point after touchdown, but playing for pride, that one counts.
Yeah, the clock's going to wind down here as it has been running. 15 seconds to go.
Italy huddles up for the full-time whistle. They embrace and they're happy with that result despite the scoreline. They wanted to score in those final moments and they did. They achieved the goal they set out to do in the second half. It is Japan, the dominant force, the reigning Asia-Oceania champions, that win this Group B match on day 2 of the World Games flag football.
Super impressive by Japan, one of the teams I've been impressed with the most in these World Games this far. It's going to be a fascinating quarterfinal day.
It really is. At the end of this final Group B match, it's Japan 33, Italy 6. Players embrace, happy with the result despite the situation on the scoreboard. Happy with their own performance. And this Japanese side, as they build towards the finals, should be very pleased. Look at their faces. They mean business here. They're not happy with just a win in the group stage. They want to go deeper. Beautiful afternoon here in Chengdu for Japan to go through to the quarterfinals with a 33-6 win. 5 passing touchdowns shows the power of their offense. 3 points after touchdown. They want to get those in the quarterfinals. 2 left on the board. But for Italy, they were able to just get the 1 touchdown, and they'll be pleased with that as we head into finals day here in Chengdu. It's going to be a big one. So let's take a look at the standings after all of the group stage matches have been played. Group stage is done. We are into finals. Win and you're in. Mexico go on top. Great Britain second. Now tomorrow, it's win and you're in. That is where the finals take place, and we're half an hour earlier tomorrow. So we start at 8:30 Chengdu rather than 9 a.m. So half an hour earlier for everyone at home. Tune in. The first quarterfinal is USA against Italy.